Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief keeps you informed about what's happening in Annapolis, Anne Arundel County, and Maryland. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and, of course, local weather. Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief starts now.
Good morning. It's Thursday, November 19th, 2020. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief. The Anne Arundel County Public Library System has said that an Eastport Annapolis Neck branch employee has tested positive for the COVID-19 virus. The library does remain open at this point. Christine Feldman, who is the spokesperson for the library, said that the employee had not been there since November 7th and was not symptomatic. The library has seen 8 coronavirus cases in the system so far this year in the Glen Burnie, the Maryland City, Severna Park, and Odenton libraries. And here's something I didn't really know. When you take out something from the library during COVID and bring it back, everything is quarantined for 6 days to make sure that it is safe to go out to the next person. Kind of interesting. A couple weeks ago, we told you about Midnight Madness and how that's all going to work for the city of Annapolis, and there have been some changes now. Small Business Saturday will be on Saturday, November 28th. Midnight Madnesses will be on Thursday, December 3rd, December 10th, and December 17th. And originally, they had planned to close Main Street and Maryland Avenue completely to allow for additional social distancing. However, the county health department was concerned that closed streets would also serve as gathering spaces for small groups. I think that's one of those 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. So the streets will remain open to traffic on the Midnight Madnesses. Additionally, the city is encouraging all businesses to remain open late and open early, so shoppers have more time to actually get down and shop and support local businesses. And they are encouraging all of them to offer a curbside pickup or a delivery. So you want to make sure that you call your favorite store, find out if they do have curbside or delivery, and that may be an opportunity for you. And also, gift certificates and gift cards are available for most stores, and they can be sent directly to your home. I hate to be a fatalist, but as I start to see everything start to get canceled again, I am wondering whether this will even happen. Speaking of things that are not happening, Navy was set to play USF on Saturday, but the American Athletic Conference announced yesterday that that game is going to be what they're calling postponed, although the calendar says it's canceled. This will be the 3rd straight Navy game that has been canceled or postponed due to COVID, and this one is due to the COVID down at USF, not here necessarily at the Navy. Right now, the AAC is trying to reschedule the 2 missed games, Memphis and Tulsa, with Memphis here on the 28th and Tulsa here on the 5th. But in order for that to happen, both Memphis and Tulsa must agree to it, as well as the schools that they were scheduled to play. And then all of them have to agree to extend their season because those games will be made up on the 12th, which is when Army plays Navy up in West Point. That will obviously take away a little bit of the audience that would be watching the Army-Navy game, because that's typically the only football game played on that second Saturday of December. The Anne Arundel County Police were out in force on November 16th with their cohorts up in Prince George's, Howard, and Baltimore City. They were doing a highway blitz called Operation Border to Border, and officers worked in areas that bordered other jurisdictions. You saw them on Fort Smallwood Road near Baltimore City, 198 near the Prince George's County line, 175 near the Howard County line, Route 4 down in the Calvert County line, Route 3 at the Prince George's County line, and Ritchie Highway up near the Baltimore City line. All in all, that day, they made 77 traffic stops, issued 39 citations with 67 warnings. They did make 9 arrests that day. Most of them were driving on a suspended license, unlicensed drivers, or uninsured motor vehicles. This was all targeted to deter aggressive driving, deterring distracted driving, as well as occupant protection. Additional enforcement waves will be conducted on different county roadways, so you have been warned. And while I really want you to shop local, if you do feel the need to go for a big box, I would suggest that you shop in person because they do hire local people. And according to Wallet Hub, the financial firm, here are some discounts that most of the big box stores are going to be offering through this holiday season that might interest you. And these are sort of average discounts off of everyday pricing. Coming in number 1 is JCPenney with a 56.7% discount, Macy's at 55.9%, Kohl's at 51.8%, Office Depot and Office Max at 33.2%, and the Home Depot at 32%. So if any of those stores that are in our local area are on your Christmas list, that's kind of what you can expect. All right, that does wrap it up for us today. Please make sure you're checking out eyeonannapolis.net throughout the day because we're going to be updating these stories and more. Make sure your friends and family and colleagues all know how to get a hold of us. And if you are someplace where you can leave us a rating or a review, that would be much appreciated. It is Thursday, so we do have Trevor standing by with your Annapolis Makerspace Maker Minutes. And as we have every day of the week, George Young is standing by with your local DCMD VA weather. All of that and more is coming up in just a moment. But a quick thank you to our two sponsors, Solar Energy Services, as well as the Kristi Neidhardt Team of Northrop Realty, a Long and Foster company. Hang on, here it comes.
Hello, energy consumers. This is Rick Peters, president of Solar Energy Services, with your Clean Energy Minute. Does your home experience power outages? Or maybe you're concerned about energy resilience in general? If so, that's another great reason to consider clean, quiet solar-powered energy with battery backup. You may have heard residential solar adoption has rapidly increased during the pandemic for multiple reasons, and many homeowners, like yourself, are adding battery backup and electric vehicle charging to their solar projects. And with Maryland's residential energy storage income tax credit, along with the federal tax credit for batteries when paired with solar, the economics are quite compelling, and that secure feeling is even better. So whether you're looking for clean energy, energy resilience, or overall peace of mind with solar energy, we can help. To schedule a free solar design, call us today at 410-923-6090 or on the web at solarsaves.net. But hurry, sunshine's a-wasting.
Sunshine, sunshine, nothing else can make me feel so fine.
When you live near Annapolis, you know how fickle the weather can be. So you need a truly local forecast that's accurate and reliable. Forecast right here in Annapolis. DCMD VA weather is not just for today, but for the rest of the week and the weekend too. Now here's George Young of DCMD VA weather with the weather outlook for today and beyond.
Hey everyone, this is George with DCMD VA Weather, and this is your Eye on Annapolis forecast for Thursday, November 19th. Yesterday was outright cold across the Annapolis region with breezy highs in the 40s after morning temps in the low to mid 30s for most. And today won't be too far from a repeat, with AM temps starting in the upper 20s to lower 30s, followed by highs in the low 50s across Anne Arundel County, with winds staying slightly breezy with occasional gusts to 20-plus miles per hour at times, before winds finally settle down Friday and temps jump back up into the 60s with tons of sunshine as well, which will be the story again on Saturday to kick off the weekend, before a mixture of sun and clouds and highs near 60 degrees on Sunday, which will all feel that much nicer following some of our coldest temps of the fall season. Okay, that's it for today. This is George Young of DCMD VA Weather. Make it a great day out there. Stay healthy and be safe. And be sure to get our free app on all of your devices by searching DCMD VA Weather in the Apple or Google App Stores, and also follow us on Facebook and Twitter, and use our website each day at dcmdvaweather.com so you can always stay weather informed.
Another moving moment from Kristi Neidhardt of the Kristi Neidhardt Team from Northrop Realty, a Long and Foster company.
Going through a real estate home sale or purchase is a very personal and sometimes stressful experience. Hi, I'm Kristi Neidhardt. My team and I are committed to working with people both buying and selling homes in all price points, whether it's giving you a competitive edge while buying a home or negotiating the best price and terms while selling your home. We always have our clients' best interest at heart. Our goal is to provide exceptional service so that you will recommend us to your friends and family over and over again. Serving people is a passion of mine, and it's what my team does best. That's the Neidhardt difference.
That's another moving moment from Kristi Neidhardt. To get in touch, call 410-295-6579 or visit kn-team.com. That's kn-team.com.
Every week, makers, crafters, and educators hold events all over the area. Highlighting some of those, here's our Maker Minutes, brought to you by Annapolis Makerspace.
Hey, this is Trevor from Annapolis Makerspace with this week's Maker Minutes. On Sunday, Local by Design is having a wine glass painting class at O'Brien's Oyster Bar in downtown. This week at Art Farm, tonight check out another beginner photography class for ages 12 through 15. On Saturday, there's an outdoor mini art camp for ages 7 through 10, where you can drop the kids off for a 3-hour mini art camp. Also on Saturday, check out a beat-making class for teens. Learn how to use Native Instruments Machine to make beats, as well as how to find, chop, and loop samples. On Sunday, there's a first exposure beginner's photography class, as well as an outdoor sketch night, featuring a live model in costume going through various poses. And then on Wednesday, check out a mixed media art class for ages 7 through 9, creating our own little city and ecosystem using mixed media to create texture, patterns, and colors. At the Clay Bakers in Annapolis, there's another old-fashioned glazed Christmas tree workshop tonight. Also check out their handmade clay ornaments with multiple workshops tomorrow, Sunday, and Monday. At the Anne Arundel County Public Library System, as always, lots of Facebook Live story times for the little ones, including this week, a virtual sensory story time with Discovery's Library at the Mall, and a turkey time story time. And there's lots of other virtual gatherings and workshops at the library, like Family Trivia Night, Genealogy 101, Young Adult Writers Live, Great Movies with Great Movies books about movies, The Art of Gratitude, November Story Walk at Provinces Park, Get Your Craft On, as well as Mountain Roads Adult Book Club. At Unallocated Space in Severn, tonight they're having another beginner soldering class, conducted over Zoom. They'll walk you through assembling the Spark Fun electronic dice kit. Tomorrow there's virtual amateur radio night, as well as a virtual DC 443 Hack the Box working group, honing your cybersecurity skills in a fun and social environment. And finally on Monday, there's a project night at Unallocated Space, following proper social distancing and mask guidelines. And finally, at Annapolis Makerspace this week, tonight, check out one of our bi-weekly open houses and new member orientation nights. And Tuesday, check out our monthly general meeting. And you have questions about the Maker Minutes, Annapolis Makerspace, or any of these events, feel free to email me at trevor@makeannapolis.org, and you can find links to all of these events also at makeannapolis.org. And we'll be taking next week off for the Thanksgiving holiday, but hope everyone has a safe and happy Thanksgiving. And remember, whether you're making art, software, sawdust, or just a mess, chances are you're already a maker. This has been Trevor from Annapolis Makerspace with this week's Maker Minutes.
You've been listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues, this is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis and Anne Arundel County. And don't forget about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find even more information. And make sure you follow us on Facebook at All Annapolis and on Twitter at Eye on Annapolis. This Daily News Brief podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 6 a.m.